Hello, today we're at Fountain on the Green and we're going to discuss issues with,
Debbie Martin.
Karen Ugrovitz.
we're going to find out how these ladies get all this taken care of and everything organized. So I'll be asking several questions. How does this start? What's the first step of a vendor wanting to come here?
Well, the first step for a vendor is that you will either go online or you will contact us through the website so that you can get an application. You will fill out the application, and if you're new, you will send us photos of your tent, of the merchandise that you intend to sell. We will review that application. We have a process that we go through, and then we will let you know through a letter whether or not you've been accepted. Now, we're a small park, so we only have X amount of space, and so we have a limited number of vendors that we can actually put in here. We try very hard not to have a whole lot of one type of vendor.
Okay.
Sometimes it doesn't work out that way because we don't, I guess it's because we don't sort of pay some attention to what we've got, because we don't get photos of everything they're going to sell.
Right.
So that's your first step.
How long does that usually take? If I send a letter in of the first of a month, how long does it take to say yes? Typically.
We should have a yes to you by the end of September, if not before that. It really depends on when you get your application in. Because the sooner it's in, the quicker we review it, the quicker we can send you a letter. Now, we would like you to go ahead and send your money as well, but just so you don't panic, we will not do anything with a check or money order that you send us. If you are not accepted, it comes right back to you.
Good. Okay.
So we don't do anything with it. It just helps the process, should you be accepted, that you don't have to, have a problem getting money to us again.
So now the vendor has been accepted. What is the next step for you to plan all this out? Where do they belong? Depending on what they're selling, what they're doing.
It depends on what they're selling. It depends on the size of the tent they're going to need, the size of the space. A single 10 by 10 canopy tent will usually get you one space. It's a 12 by 12. Now, if you've got two of those, it's called a 12 by 24. And then we have some big tents that take anywhere from 4 spaces to 6 spaces, just depending on the footage. That's one thing that I look at when I go to place you. The second thing I will look at is what you sell, so that I don't have a jewelry vendor beside another jewelry vendor. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I try very hard not to. Usually I try to arrange the tent so that I have a walking path that is specific. If I have enough vendors, which has not been a problem lately, if I have enough vendors, then I can make an actual path for everyone so that you don't have a lot of people going beside your tent where they shouldn't go, or walking. So I mean, it's an actual directional path.
Now, after we get that, so now we got what we're going to do. What's our next step after that?
Well, we come out here with yard paint and a tape measure, and we will spend an entire day, that's Thursday before the fair, marking off spaces in this park. That way we have looked at the trees, we've looked at where we're placing our vendors, we have an actual measured out place where we can say, okay, this one's yours. Now, don't get me wrong, nothing's written in stone. We move people around all the time. But it lets me know, it lets us know how many vendors we can actually get in the park. And it's a surprising number.
Has anyone ever measured this park? Do we know how big it is? Has anyone ever done that?
I don't think so. I know one year, which was our busiest year for vendors, I got in 125. I almost want to say it was 150 vendors. Now that's vendors, that's not marked off spots. when I started this, they said we had 200 places, single spots for vendors. Well, when you get in 125 vendors, and the majority of them are 2 to 4 spots, that's a lot of cramming.
Right.
So, but somehow we did it. We got them in here.
Is that including all the food? 'Cause
Yes.
usually, guys, right back here is where we're going to put all the food out every year.
Yep, that included my food vendors.
And the turkey legs. Don't forget
Yes,
that.
the turkey legs. Oh yes.
And the funnel cake.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
And for some, it's the white beans. Weirdly, I know, but it is good.
I heard the sodas are coming back this year.
They are.
So they will be here, and I presume right over there.
Yep, right over there.
Now,
And my armory, one of my armory tents will be on the other side of the park. And then I've got a huge tent that goes over this way that has a lot of clothing. She's got beautiful clothing, corsets, dresses, shirts for men. I mean, she's got a lot of good stuff in here.
how many musicians are going to have there? Now, do they have a spot? Do they have a standing spot? Or it depends?
It depends. Usually we've got acts here that travel between stages, and they will pick a spot, or they will ask me about a spot where they can stand at certain times for music. I have had in the past 2 vendors that ask for places where that's just where they set up to do music that they do. They don't travel, they're not a traveler.
What about performing arts actors, actresses? Do they have the little stages? Now, do they wander? Are they always in one spot, or just a little bit wander and come right back?
It depends. When the Bards of Birmingham were here, and sadly they won't be here this year, we had a spot for them that was a base of operations, but now they also sold merchandise. So that is what the difference is. Even though some of my traveling musicians do sell merchandise, they don't always want just a spot, because they'll have it in a suitcase or something. So they will travel with their stuff. But I've got a group that comes up here. I think they do, what is it, the harpsichord, or I can't remember what it is that but they actually, I don't think they sell anything, but they do ask for donations or something, because they're a specific type of organization. So
Something else is, a person just says, hey, I've got some Renaissance material, and they just show up. Are they allowed to sell?
no.
Why? Explain why. I understand why, but
Right.
explain them.
Well, because we go through this process with the application. Now, I've had vendors in the past that will show up who have been here years before. If they've been here years before, then sort of they're already vetted. And it could be that their application got lost in the mail, but I will try and find it, or Billy didn't give it to me, so I will try and find them a space. However, if you just show up and say, I make candles and I want a spot, you have to be vetted. So you have to have your application in, you have to have pictures there, because we're trying to hold a certain period in mind, a time period. We don't want to be a craft fair, even though a lot of things that we have are crafted, but they're crafted for the period that we're trying to have.
What about the person just showing up with a few items? So, not allowed.
Not allowed. You still have to be vetted. You still have to have an application, and it will still cost you money.
That's right.
Yes.
And that's not really fair to the ones that did everything correct.
That's right.
And we're all going for the scope to make sure everyone is vetted,
Right.
everyone's happy, and it's safe.
We like our vendors to come in and everybody be on an equal footing. We don't want anybody just to come in and say, well, I've been here for the last 5 years and I just didn't have time to send it in, and I haven't been here for 2 years, so can you find me a spot? Well, as I've said, we're marking out the park according to the applications we've gotten in, according to who's coming. You can't just show up and expect a place, because the one year where we had all those people, I was using places I don't normally use.
Right.
So I didn't have any place for anybody to just show up.
So we're all getting along, we're all having fun. And how long does this take? To get this from application in, how many days do you put in a year to get it from that day to Sunday night when they close it down?
Well,
It's actually more than Sunday night, but
well, yeah.
how long does that take you on a personal level?
On a personal level, I probably work on it all the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That is the fair week. And then I put in about 3 to 4 days throughout October when I get the applications in to figure out because I've got a big huge map that I use that I will figure out where everybody's going to go. And as I said, it's not written in stone. On the map it may say you're going here, and we wind up putting you someplace else when you get here.
Well, guys, I'd like to thank you for stopping by or actually letting me stop by because I'm used to that and see how all this works out.
Oh, we're glad to have
really
you.
appreciate that. And guys, show up for the Renaissance Fair. These ladies work so hard year-round to put this on just for you. And it's all volunteer, so thank you very much.